Yo, what's up, guys? I just finished watching the Chicago Bulls beat the Pelicans, and let me say, another great game from the Bulls. Later in today's video, I'm going to be breaking that game down, but nonetheless, before I jump into today's video, I got a bunch of Chicago Bulls news, rumors, and just updates. Leave a quick like on today's video for last night's big W. You know, this Bulls team is looking like a lot of fun. Like I said, I'm going to recap that and talk about some other news. The Bulls recently hired someone and some injury updates later in today's video. Nonetheless, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Leave a quick like on today's video and some comments and questions below today's video as well. Also, check out my last video if you guys missed it. You know, I was also talking about some injuries. I recapped the Bulls versus Cavs game the other day. And let's just jump right into it, because the other day the Chicago Bulls did hire Taurean Green to be their player development coordinator. You know, in a past video I was talking about how the Bulls lost a head coach and they needed to hire someone new. You know, Green played college basketball at the University of Florida, where Billy Donovan was the head coach. So that's definitely pretty cool. You know, Green retired from basketball and then he reunited with his coach, who won back-to-back NCAA championships with him at Florida in Billy Donovan. And let me just say, I love this hire. You know, everywhere he has gone, he has been a winner. You know, he led Florida with 8 20-point games in 2005, 2006. He was also a past player. I always love to hire past players because they automatically know more about the game. And he also played overseas in a bunch of leagues. You know, he won a French league title in 2013 and was named the Israel MVP in 2018. He also played in the basketball tournament on ESPN in 2017. He's just a winner. Like I said, he's been around the game. He's played the game. He knows how to develop players and all that. I believe this is a great hire. Definitely leave some comments and questions below today's video about that first topic. And now onto just a quick little injury update before I break down the Bulls versus Pelicans game. You know, obviously, if you watched the game, you saw Derrick Jones Jr. and Marko did play. They were both fully in practice the other day. The only injured Bull right now, other than obviously Patrick Williams and Coby White, is Tony Bradley. You know, I saw he's had some problems with his back, I believe, so hopefully he gets healthy soon. I believe he'll be a solid piece off the Bulls bench. But nonetheless, it's looking like Patrick is going to be ready for the regular season opener, so that's great to hear. Coby is expected back sooner rather than later as well. So it's looking like the Bulls are expected to, like, I'd say, mainly be fully 100% healthy going into the start of the season, so that's great to see. But nonetheless, let's just talk about the Pelicans game because, man, I haven't had this much fun watching the Bulls. I know it's just preseason, you know, against two bad teams, but the Bulls have looked dominant, you know, on the defensive end, offensive end. DeMar played another solid game. The starters' minutes did go up a little bit, I'd say. They all played about 25 to 30 minutes a night, and I'm really proud and really happy that Billy Donovan is doing that. You know, most starters, and especially stars like DeMar and Vucevic and Zach, don't play in the preseason nowadays, but of course, with so much roster changes, you know, Billy is playing them about 30 minutes a night. DeMar played very solid, you know, nice 12 and 2 and 6. Javonte Green played another solid game. Vooch only played 27 minutes and he put up a double-double. That man just wakes up and is a walking double-double. He put up 16 points and 10 rebounds. Zach LaVine put up 21 points again. Lonzo Ball, I know, you know, Lonzo was asked about this game, if it's like a revenge game or not, and he was just, you know, very professional. He said it's just another game versus the Pelicans, but nonetheless, Lonzo went out there and lit up the court. You know, his stroke is so nice now. I remember him coming into the league. His jump shot was just so ugly. He was a terrible shooter. I mean, last season and honestly this season, he's probably expected to shoot 40% from deep. Lonzo is one of the best young point guards in the league. I still can't believe the Pelicans pretty much gave up on him for nothing. But nonetheless, Lonzo played amazing. He put up 19 points, 4 assists, 5 rebounds. It's really crazy. Of course, you know, this whole roster changed, but I really do believe Lonzo Ball changed the most about the whole offense and defense. You know, he's a great defender at the point guard position. He can guard multiple positions. He's getting many steals and blocks every night. Caruso played another great game off the Bulls bench. He put up 10 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists. I still do believe that's one of the most underrated signings of this past offseason. And like I said, Derrick Jones Jr. and Marko did play. You know, Marko only played 5 minutes. He really didn't do much at the end of the game. Derrick Jones Jr. played about 10 minutes. He had a nice lob from Lonzo. I saw Lonzo threw him like a one-handed pass. Lonzo was incredible. It's really crazy how one player can change the whole team and just the defense and everything. And even though the Pelicans didn't have Zion, I'd still say they're a bigger team than the Bulls, and the Bulls out-rebounded them 58-45. The Bulls also had 32 assists again, back-to-back games with 30-plus assists. You love to see that. The Bulls also had 7 blocks, 14 steals, which is incredible. This team, they're not that tall, but they're very lengthy with Lonzo, Derrick Jones Jr. I really do expect Troy Brown Jr. to have a big impact off the Bulls bench. He's been playing a lot. I've really been liking what I've seen from him. I'm just really happy from everything that I've seen through these 2 preseason games. I broke down the Cavs game in my last video. Definitely check out that video if you guys missed it. I know I might be a little too excited and overhyping it, but let's be honest, it's been a rough few years for us Bulls fans. Even though it's preseason, it's great to see that the Bulls are beating teams that they're supposed to beat, and they're beating them by, I'd say, 30 to 40 points throughout the night. You love to see that. This team is gelling together perfectly. The chemistry is looking nice. DeMar's fitting amazing. I don't know why the media was so hard on the whole DeMar or DeRozan fit situation. But nonetheless, leave some comments below today's video talking about last night's game and the Cavs game and just what you guys have really liked that you guys have seen from the Bulls preseason game so far. And the last topic I'm going to talk about in today's video, just about the Bulls stars, talking about this big offseason and this season coming up. I think it's obvious. Every Chicago Bulls fan is hyped, especially this Bulls roster. Vuce said for us it was a great summer. I think the front office was very aggressive and was able to get very good players for us. It definitely put us on a different level and expectations are different. But that's what we want, and I couldn't agree more. This Bulls team is talented from top to bottom. Young players, all-stars, veterans. This whole roster is just talented, and I truly do believe the sky is the limit for these guys if they can all stay healthy and, of course, work it out with one another. DeRozan is also very happy. He signed with Chicago. He chose Chicago over both the LA teams. That's a great thing to hear, especially for a team that has really never got star talent. DeMar then talked about this team. He said, this is a team that is trying to win, trying to make something happen, and I want to be part of that. He also said he loves that kind of underdog mentality as well. His whole career has been based on that, and him just wanting to be part of that and add to that with the guys that have chips on their shoulder their whole career. I'm just really excited for this team. I'm really excited for this season to start. Like I said, I'm really excited. I love what I've seen from preseason so far. The Bulls front office is still hiring new people. The Bulls are finally getting healthy. I love to see it. Just everything is positive vibes and news coming out from Chicago. Thank you guys for watching today's video. Thank you guys for all the love on the channel and the past few videos. Definitely leave a like on today's video. Make sure you guys are subscribed and some comments and questions below today's video. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good one.